I'm going to show you guys how to catch a striped bass off of any Bay Area pier using dead Jacksmelt. Alright guys, got my line in the water, got the cowbell on because I am lazy like that. I'm actually in another YouTuber's territory. Savages is horrible. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to have any luck today, you guys. Got my limit in grass bass actually. Well, I think I'm going to do one more cast and call it a day. See what happens. Good morning, good morning. It's your boy Chilly Chill. Back out here again for another adventure. Another hunt for the elusive striped bass. I'm doing something a little different today. I'm doing some pier fishing with some Jacksmelt, with some dead Jacksmelt. I'm going to show you guys how to catch a striped bass off of any Bay Area pier using dead Jacksmelt. Today I got my Shimano Grappler Type C. Hope you guys can see it. This is my 7.7 medium heavy, and it's on my Shimano Tunis 8000 bait runner. I got two of these setups. Anyway, that's my setup for today. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys what kind of rig I use to fish dead Jacksmelt. It's a fish finder rig. If you guys don't know how to do one of these, I'm going to show you right now. What you need is one of these sliders. You're going to need some type of snap swivel or coast lock, and you're going to need a bead. Okay, first thing you put on is your slider, just like that, and then the bead is to protect the knot that goes to your snap swivel or your coast lock. Then I like to do a polymer knot. You just double up the line, do a granny knot, overhand knot, tighten that down, and put your tackle through the loop, making sure this tag end right here does not go back through the loop. Pull it tight, put a little spin on it, tighten it up. You want to cut off the tag end here. And with braid, I actually like to melt the tag ends just because they can't fray. So always carry a lighter with me when I go fishing. Anyways, that's the setup there. And if you guys can see, that's what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Now for my leader, since I'm using frozen bait, whenever I use dead bait, I like to have a shorter leader, especially if I'm using a circle hook. That way the fish can hook itself. And this is basically it. It's about maybe 2 feet, tied to a 7/0 circle hook, tied to a barrel swivel. Okay, swivel goes on your clip, just like that. And then for the current here, it's pretty strong, so I like to use a 6-ounce triangle weight, pyramid weight. Okay, clip that onto the slider, and that's what it should look like when you're done. So what essentially happens is this hits the bottom, right, and then your bait has a little bit of free play here. If the fish takes it, they can run with it. And yeah, that's how that works. Okay, I'm gonna show you how I put on my Jacksmelt and how I cut them up. So I caught this Jacksmelt a long time ago, back in like October or something, but they still work. What you want to do is cut the little fins off here. Okay, and I like to cut right here before the eyes. That releases some blood. You want to do about maybe a 2.5-inch chunk. And belly piece. And tail piece. And then tail. Okay. The head chunk is the best. Belly piece is the best. So out of those two, I would say the head piece catches a lot of big ones. Let me show you how I put it on. So you can just get on. Jacksmelt have pretty durable skin, so you can just hook it on. Just go a little deep, pop it out just like that. You want to have the most hook exposed as you can with the circle hook. Okay? But what I like to do is called bridling your bait. You need a bait needle and a rubber band. Clip your rubber band on. Okay, then you take your, I'm going to use a belly piece. Take your bait, put your bait needle through it. Okay, you want to get your hook. Put your hook through the rubber band. Just like that, okay. Pull your bait needle through. And your rubber band goes over the hook. I don't know if you guys saw that. Okay, so basically, that's what it looks like right there. And to lock this in place, you want to twist it once, twice, 3 times, and then go back under the last loop. 1 second. You guys can see like this, and then back through this loop right here. Just like that. And scooch it down, make sure it's sitting nice. That is secure. Alright. Then maximum hook exposure here. Alright. Then all you want to do is cast this out. Don't have to cast really far when you're using chunks and off a pier. So I'm going to cast hard as I can without, you know, ripping this bait off. But like I said, their skin is pretty durable. But still, you don't want to just, you know, bomb it out there and lose your bait on the first cast. But yeah, we cast it out and I'll set it up. Alright guys, got my line in the water. Got the cowbell on because I am lazy like that. And I got my other rod over there. In California, you can legally fish 2 rods on a public pier. You can, most piers, no license is required. The only pier that I can recall that you need a license is Antioch Pier, the one by the bridge, because that's a private owned pier, I guess. But yeah, 2 rods, no license on any public pier in California. I'm going to show you guys how to net a fish when you're by yourself. Because you know, when you're on a pier, you need a hoop net, and you need somebody to help you to net it, right? Well, I figured out a way how to net your own fish when you're by yourself fishing. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. And all you want to do with this is drop it down in the water, about halfway in the water. You want the net to be sitting right where that float is at, okay? And then just tie it off right there. And then what you do is, when you get a fish, right? Imagine I have a rod and reel in my hand, and the fish is getting closer and closer to the net. You hold the rod with this hand, right? And you kind of move the net like this to get some more depth with it. And at the same time, you got to line up your fish with it. It's kind of hard to do, but it definitely is possible. I've done it a lot of times. You can even put the rod down and grab the line, and then bring the fish towards the net and then net it, okay? So if I catch fish today, I'll show you guys how I do it. Tide is ripping out here today, you guys. Water is messed up too. There's somebody out here with a tent. I don't know if you can see them, but they've been out here all night. Savages. I'm actually in another YouTuber's territory. Another famous YouTuber. You know who you are. I'll give you a shout out in the video. Bayside Fishing. You guys check them out. Well guys, Been out here about an hour, hour and a half. So far, no bites, no nothing. Someone did join the pier though. You guys can see down there. That's bayside fishing right there. That's Beto. Anyways, I'm gonna give it another hour, see what happens. There's a lot of garbage. Lots of garbage in the water, as you guys can see. I pulled that grass bass in. That's about a 10-pounder. Then I got my limit in grass bass actually, because I got another one right there, about a 5-pounder. Looks like someone's having some luck on the pier. It's like the leopard shark. I know you guys can't really see, but it has a little leopard shark. The water out here, you guys, is horrible. It's chocolate milk. It's filled with the hyacinth from the delta. These from all the freshwater outflows, all the dam releases. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have any luck today, you guys. It's like those guys way down there on the right side caught a leopard shark too. That was a little bigger. But no stripers yet. I pulled my bait up and this is what they're leaving me with. Literally the skin. These crabs are robbing us. Well, I'm gonna do one more cast and call it a day. See what happens. Well guys, I'm gonna call it a day. Didn't even get a bite. A bunch of crabs out there. Dirty water. Seaweed. Have fun messing around with bayside fishing over there though. But yeah, we're gonna call it a day for this episode. Till next time though, subscribe, like, and comment. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.